Hey everyone, it's Nightmare, and today I'm going to be doing a two-part video about taking your little ones to Disney World for the first time, or if you have gone before and you're just they were kind of younger, but now they're more like big eyes and all that. You know, I don't know. This is going to be another two-part video. This part is going to be covering how to tell your kids that you're going to Disney World, packing, and a few other things. And, a few other things. Alright, so first off is telling your kids that you're going to that they're going to Disney World. Is it the first time or the second time or whatever? Now, for the first timers that, it's not technically your first time, but it's the kids' first time, you may, type into YouTube and see all these cute little videos about, parents surprising their kids with Disney World and in a weird, extravagant way, and the kids all freaked out, and sometimes there's one kid that's saying, what, those videos. Don't do that. First off, you don't, unless you really know your kids well, you may not know their reactions. They may either say, I don't want to go, or they may just not be as surprised. And trust me, people on YouTube are pretty nasty, and a lot of times if those kids are not surprised, surprised enough, they say, oh, what ungrateful little kids, so many parents would kill to take their kids to Disney World. These kids should, act grateful and all that. So, don't videotape it. If you're gonna videotape it, not videotape, I mean record it. I'm so old, I say videotape, oh my god. If you're gonna record it, make sure you know your kids' reactions first off. But if you decided not to record it, you can do, tell them in a subtle way, but you don't want to tell them too late or too early. Because if you tell them too early, they're going to ask every day up until you leave. When are we going? When are we going? When are we going? And if you tell them too late, they may get a little upset for you not telling them or something like that. So, I would say do it in a way that, it's kind of unique. Like, do it like a countdown to Disney. Do an advent calendar. And like some advent calendars have like little doors you can open with chocolates in them. Do like little pouches of 30 days up until you go on your vacation, and put either money in it for spending money for them while you guys are down there. Or, get them little toys for carry-ons, stuff like that. Now, speaking of carry-ons, you may want to look, what I mean by carry-ons, I mean flight. For flights, you may, if you haven't booked your trip yet, or if you're not booking your flight with your, tickets, your park tickets, and your lodging, I would say try to get a midday flight if possible, and a one-way, because you don't want to end up having to get a connection flight and then you're stranded for 3 hours and your kids are miserable and horrible time. So try to get a one-way flight non-stop to Orlando in the afternoon and give you that first day just to relax and look around the resort that you're staying at, maybe swim in the pool. So that way the next day you got fully rested and the kids aren't like a total wreck the first day. You don't want your kids to be a total wreck on the first day because that will make you miserable and it make everyone else miserable. And for your returning flight, if you really want to get a bang for your buck for your last day in the parks, I would say do a early evening flight out and let your kids sleep on the plane home so you can have that extra day in the parks and you don't have to worry about running back to your hotel to meet the 3-hour I want to say the 3-hour limitation when Magical Express have to bring you back to Orlando International. So you want to give yourself that extra time and you want to, spend the last day in the park, just do whatever. So what I'm trying to say is for the first day, I would not buy a park ticket if you're going to be doing that, because you're going to be tired that day because you're going to have to get up early in the morning, make sure you're at the airport, and depending on where you're traveling from, it could be anywhere from an hour flight to 8 hours or whatever. You don't want your kids to be miserable and then have to sit, still, and then, it's a bad mix. Now, speaking of planes, carry-on items. You want to keep your kids entertained. If you are lucky enough to get fly with JetBlue or Southwest that have in-flight entertainment, have TVs, use them to your ability, because you're going to say thank you JetBlue and Southwest, because they are going to be your best friends. Plus, you get to carry on one free carry-on bag. So, for each passenger. So your kids can bring their own carry-on, bring their swimsuits and, little playthings, little games or iPods or whatever. If you don't have a flight with in-flight entertainment, I would say download movies or buy movies off of Google Play or iTunes before you leave, because I believe that Netflix and Hulu won't work on the plane because it uses too much internet speed or something like that. I necessarily don't know, but if you don't have that option of in-flight entertainment, it would be good just download a couple of kid movies so your kids are entertained and they're not driving up a tree. And also, bring a couple of snacks. If you are on a long flight, you don't want your kids going hungry, especially if you really don't want to eat airport food and pay a lot of money for the airport food. Bring a couple of snacks, pack sandwiches or something like that, and carry it as a carry-on, or put it in your kids' bags. Just something to, something for your kids to nibble on, and so they'll be happy and you'll be happy and everyone else around you be happy. But that's pretty much it for the first half. Um unless I missed something, I don't believe I did. So please stay tuned for the second half, and until then, see you, my lovelies.